good cigar. Very good cigar. Worth $100. What's up, everybody? All right, this is Roger, Working Man Cigars, and today, I'm pretty excited about today because I'm gonna be smoking the Dumbarton & Trust Blue Unicorn. Look at this thing. It's a beautiful cigar. This thermal was a wrong choice. It's like I'm part of the couch. Look at that. It's fucking perfect camouflage. So I was really hyped about this cigar, man. I actually have one of the original unicorns that smoke one if you have one sent over to me. But these ones seem a little bit more scaled up. Like they come in this super nice like lacquered box. Look at this thing. This thing's freaking nice. Come on. Look at this. This thing's such a nice box here. A barcode, a number, which I think these this year have been a little bit more easier to find. You know, if you really want to find one, you will find them out there. They are $100, right? That's the whole thing about these unicorns, like they're $100. And they say that they are the same blend. It's just this different Vitola, right? But I also heard Saka say on a podcast that it might be the same blend, but it's different quality tobacco leaves. Like these leaves were cultivated specifically for unicorns, and you know. But how much can you believe of all that stuff? I don't think Saka's a liar. So I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna believe it because I want to believe it deep down in my heart because I am a fan. I love the Sobremesa Blue. As you guys know, actually the Brulee is a little bit more of my favorite. I like the regular Brulee more than the blue, but this cigar is so sick, man. As soon as I could find it, I jumped on it because I really wanted to try it. I actually had a black too, but the Saka Khan isn't my favorite cigar. I do like the Brulee a lot, so it's one of the reasons why I wanted to smoke this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking and start smoking. So let's get this cut up and get started. Now, whenever you're dealing with a torpedo or like this double perfecto thing, and everybody always says cut it straight, cut it at an angle, and I've always cut it at an angle because that's what I had heard to do. So it's a bit of a habit. But sometimes if the draw's messed up, I end up cutting it straight anyways. It's not a sweetened tip. It's a sweetened tip for sure, though. It's got to be. So this one being a lighter shade cigar, I am gonna toast it up pretty slowly with soft flame. So all right, let's see. So far, like when I was just touching on my lips, it feels like a Brulee. It tastes like a Brulee. Man, I'm like a floating head, huh? Look at this. So far, it's a good cigar. It's a nice, smooth cigar. Obviously getting a lot of sweet notes. The sweetened tip is a little bit overpowering right now, though. It's not sweeter than, which again, I keep saying sweet tip. They say it's not a sweet tip. It tastes like it's just got a little bit of a sweetened tip. It's not sweeter than like the Brulee or anything like that. But when you're trying to get a taste from the smoke, it's kind of difficult because you got that taste on your lips from the tip. So it's a little bit difficult, but it will go away here in a bit because it always does. Damn, man, my lights are so bright. The burn so far is a little bit wonky, right? Which I'm gonna straighten it out. I'm not here to, again, you guys, this is not a review. This is just like a join me while I smoke kind of thing. I'm not gonna like, you know, let the cigar try to repair itself. I'm not recommending anybody go buy this cigar. I'm not Of course, I'm gonna tell you, if you like the brulee and you wanna try this cigar, then go out and try it, man, you know? Well, $100 is a little bit irresponsible for me to say, go out and try it. Man, very subtle smoke. One thing I noticed when I smoked the blue for me has a little bit of pepper in it, right? A little bit of pepper, a little bit more of a pronounced smoke, like some smoke has a denser taste, has a denser texture, and this one doesn't. It's not light, airy smoke, but it's also very smooth. It is kind of light though. It is kind of light because I'm not getting a harshness to it at all, I'm not getting a heaviness to the smoke, and I'm not really getting any type of darker tasting notes at all. No type of coffee, cocoa, nothing like that. Wow, it's really light, really smooth. Like that retrohale is like nothing. What other cigar did that? There was another cigar that had done that for me. I thought so, and then I did it. Oh, the Angel Share. The Angel Share, I remember, had no pepper in the beginning, and I could retrohale almost the whole thing because it was very, very light. It's similar to that. Now, I thought this was going to be a long burn time, but so far, it is burning pretty quick. It is extremely dry. I mean, I dry boxed this for like a week. 1 week in a cello, and then 1 week without the cello. Because I've noticed that for me, when I dry box with the cello on, it takes forever, man, forever. So I usually take it off. Damn, this is starting off to be such a freaking good cigar. I hate to say that, right? I hate to say that. Mentally though, I'm not gonna lie. I've told you guys this. Like, I knew this was gonna be a good cigar. How? How did I know this was gonna be a good cigar? Because I'm biased as fuck, man. Like I'm super biased when it comes to this. I love Dumbarton. I love the Brulee. Here's a Unicorn, which I've been wanting to get. So am I gonna smoke it and not like it? No. Well, maybe, because that shit happened with the Dragon, right? So, see, now I'm getting a little bit of spice in my mouth. That's like the after spice that sometimes you get, like it coats your mouth. You get a little bit of tingling from spice. I'm getting a little bit of that. All right, guys. So far, so good. Cigar starting off great. I'll let you guys know how it goes, all right? I'll check back in here in a bit. All right, guys, so far, cigar is going great. Let me move my tablet. I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn it on and show it, but I was like, this thing's gonna fall because of course I'm gonna show the ash, and the ash always falls off. Yeah, man, so far the cigar has been really good. I will say it hasn't had many transitions in taste. It's been pretty consistent, nothing too crazy. I wanted to show this cool ash on here. How it's been going, but I'm gonna ash it because I don't like smoking cigars with the big ash. So, man, that retrohale is like nothing else. All right, it just blows right on out, no problems at all. Damn, man, why am I always so damn shiny, man? But that retrohale is so good, man. You just, it's velvety. Sounds crazy, but it's a freaking good cigar, man. I'm really enjoying this cigar. I am not getting like, so towards when a cigar starts getting a little bit smoked in a little bit more, for me anyways, it starts to get a little bit darker. It either gets bitter or it gets a little bit darker, a little bit punchier. But I welcome that but right now it's staying smooth and kind of very, very subtle all the way through. So I'm getting a sweetness, right? Now, I usually have two types of sweetness. I always say it's a marshmallow sweetness, which is like a kind of s'mores. It's like a burnt marshmallow kind of sweetness is what I get. And then there's the molasses sweetness, which to me is like a little bit darker, like mixed with espresso kind of sweetness. This is neither. This is like straight up like dried apricot type of sweetness for me. No lie, maybe this is just, I was talking to Mr. Goldfinger. He's on Instagram. I don't think he has a YouTube, but on Instagram, Mr. Goldfinger on Instagram. And I was just talking to him about the rare pink, and I wondered that's why this kind of reminded me a little bit of the rare pink. I know a lot of people don't like the rare pink, but I love the rare pink that I smoked. I need to revisit it, and I actually have one in my dry box to make sure it wasn't a fluke. But that one, I got sweetness, but it was more of that marshmallowy like kind of sweetness. Towards the end, it turned into like, you know, a darker kind of like the molasses sweetness. But this one's kind of tasting like the beginning of the rare pink, but you know, almost done with, almost into the fine third of the cigar, and I still have that very light, very subtle sweetness, no darkness, no type of. In my mind, molasses is like a dark note, right? The marshmallow sweetness is a lighter note, but even it's not like a marshmallow. It's like the toasted marshmallows that gets like, you know, over a campfire. To me, that's still like a little bit of a darker note, but less. So whatever this type of sweetness, in my mind, I picture a light sweetness, like a subtle, light, very airy type of sweetness. Good cigar, good smoke production. It seems to billow out a lot of smoke, but it's not like it's not smoking like a dragon, you know, like it's not doing that, but it billows out a lot of smoke on its own. I'm sure that the smoke output has something to do with the shape, right? Because it kind of funnels the smoke towards the end. Now, one of the reasons that I don't always enjoy double perfectos or something that has like a cap of the cigar that kind of funnels in is because I get a very strong, bittery kind of smoke towards the end, of flavor, and this one's not doing that. It's staying very light. So I know I keep saying that, but again, that's all that's coming to my mind. I don't know if there's a lot of reviews on this cigar, so if you guys are here for a review, if you guys are here for an actual review on the cigar, I mean, I'm not going to do that for you. That's not what I'm going to do. So I'll probably put this in the beginning so people kind of know. It's a good cigar. Very good cigar. The best I've had this year? No. Worth $100? I mean, no, right? Because no cigar is truly worth $100. But for me, the experience is always what's kind of worth it. Like, was it worth the experience? Yeah, man. I would if I didn't buy this cigar and then I see people smoke it, I'm always gonna think, fuck, man, I want to smoke that cigar. And $100 now. This is gonna sound crazy, right? But $100 isn't that crazy anymore. Hear me out. Saying that it's justified in being charged at 100. No, I'm just saying, like, the Davidoff Year of the Dragon was $59, right? You got Plasencia Etefal was $65. You got these rare limited cigars, and they're bumping up there in price, right? Davidoff Royal de Salomon, $120. So you're getting these rare cigars, and they're being priced at this price. So I'm sure Saka was thinking, well, I want to make a super high-end cigar. A lot of the super high-end cigars out there cost $65, $85, $120. Well, why can't I? And maybe let's just say, because I don't think he's a liar, right? So let's say he did do all that with the tobacco. He did go ahead and get like the best tobacco from his crop. He killed off a bunch of other tobacco so that this tobacco could thrive, which I think is what he kind of says he does. Which I smoke a lot of Dumbarton stuff. This is nice, man. This is nice. Smooth and good. I just don't think there's many transitions. The blending is like very uniform. If he said, oh man, all these other cigars are going for this much, so I want to make a $100 cigar. I mean, that's his prerogative, right? Like, that's his choice. And that's up to him if he wants to do that. And it's up to us whether we want to buy it or not. I saw a comment from somebody that said, everybody stop buying $20 cigars so that they can go down to $10 because manufacturers will have no choice. But you guys keep buying these $20 cigars. And I get that, man. I get that. I understand that. I could see his point of view, right? Vote with your dollar. But I'm surrounded by a lot of people who spend a lot of money on cigars, right? I'm one of them now for sure. Influenced by Eric, smoke one if you have one. Tony, the soy sauce assassin. Yeah, it's positive peer pressure. Peter, the cigar collective, and even Felipe was just saying on one of the live streams, I am now changing because of these guys. Now it's not a bad thing, right? It's not like we're doing it because we don't want to. It's like it kind of makes you feel better because you're sharing in the comments with your friends. Like, did you smoke that cigar? I did. How'd you like it? Was it good? It was good, right? Or it sucked. Like, we both share in that thing. Better than thinking, was it good? Was it not good? Oh, it sucked. I'm glad I didn't smoke it, but you still didn't get the chance to smoke it. Or you did smoke it, you're like, dude, it was good. Like the Etafal, everybody I talk to is like, dude, I wish I could smoke that cigar, but it's not around. If it was around, would you spend $65 on it? That's the other question, right? Like, it's tough, man. The experience is valuable to certain people. So again, I'm going back to the like, I think certain things should be a luxury. Certain things should be priced pretty high so that in that special moment, which if I didn't make content and stuff, I would not be buying cigars like this. I wouldn't, right? I have an excuse that makes you feel better about it. I have a justification in my mind for it. But if I wasn't buying these types of cigars, right? And something special was gonna come up, Christmas, New Year's, whatever. And I enjoy smoking cigars. There's a lot of good cigars out there for $15, $20, which if everybody's budget is different, right? For me, $20 stick would be good. A $15 stick is really good. Because again, where I live, cigars are very expensive. So that's kind of when I started smoking, all the prices were high, so that's what I got used to. If Christmas is coming, or if New Year's is coming, or Thanksgiving, or my kid's birthday, or whatever, and I'm like, man, I'm an avid cigar smoker. I enjoy the hobby, and I want to smoke something special. Like, that's what these cigars are out there for. If there was nothing special out there, then, I don't know, you smoke the thing you smoke twice a week, 3 times a week. I don't know, there's got to be, but it's your level special, right? Maybe a $20 cigar for you is your level of special. Well, aren't you glad there is that $20 cigar? So that's why I think it's okay. And I don't judge people who buy cheaper cigars. I also don't like getting judged by people who only buy cheaper cigars and judging me that for buying expensive cigars. It's like, oh, people like you may ruin it for everybody. It's like, man, I'm sorry, dude, but it's my enjoyment. Like, I like the experience. A lot of these cigars, I won't ever smoke again. It's just to try once, buy once, try once, and that's it. Like, cool, man. I got to try it, and I really liked it. Do I like it so much to buy a lot of them? No. But I definitely would have FOMO if I didn't try it. So you guys got to remember that, man. Like, there's different experiences for different people. That is kind of my outlook on it. It's not everybody's outlook. No strength to this cigar at all. No strength. Which is how I like it. I don't like feeling like, It's a good cigar, man. Good basic cigar. I imagine, like, I know somebody was telling me that the way cigars are blended, sometimes they'll cut them, right? People will cut a third off because they instantly want to get into, like, the second part of the blend, which is what they like or whatever. And some cigars have transitions, and I believe it's like the type of leaves, the way they're rolled. And this one, it's like really consistent. I think they just made it one consistent note. Because since light up, it hasn't changed. It hasn't even gotten really punchier. It hasn't really gotten... I mean, it's gotten a little bit darker and a little bit punchier, but not much. And now I got a little bit of pepper spice in my mouth earlier, but now, nothing at all. All right, guys. So, I'm into the last third here. I'm going to smoke it down a little bit to the last band, and then I'll check back in one last time, all right? All right, guys, so almost done here with the cigar. Damn, I feel like my volume's really low. I don't know what's going on. All right, guys, hopefully the sound... Oh, damn, the sound was way off. That whole last bit that I was talking, the sound must have been way off. Well, shoot. Well, damn, man. Sorry about that. Hopefully it wasn't too low, because I did talk for quite a bit. But here we are at the end of the cigar, pretty much down to the nub. The funny thing is, I went ahead and cut it a little bit more to cut it straight. The draw didn't get restricted, but I wanted to see if it changed up a little bit. It didn't really make a difference. But the funny thing is, it was smoking pretty quick. Like the cigar smoked pretty quick. Towards the end, it started to smoke really slow. Like it took a lot longer. I don't know if it was just packed more densely towards the back, towards the end or what, but it did start smoking a lot slower because I thought I would have been done by now. Because so far, I sat down and started smoking around 7:50. It's 9:20 right now, so about an hour and a half. Yeah, exactly like an hour and a half. I'm bad at math, you guys, so that's why, like, you guys can't tell, but off camera, I'm like, try to teach my kid math, and I'm like, use your fingers, dude, 7 + 5. But I only have 10 fingers. It's like, man. And I guess they don't want kids counting on their fingers anymore. I don't know. When I was a kid, we used our fingers, right? But that's pretty much it, you guys. The cigar was good. It did get a little bit more of that, you know, bitter. It wasn't bitter. It wasn't bitter. But you get a different taste towards the end. Once all that smoke has infiltrated the cigar and it's and you're, you know, the draw is getting restricted towards the end, you do get a different taste, and it got a lot darker. The sweetness kind of went away. No more sweetness. Now it's just kind of smooth smoke, and I am getting a little bit more pepper spice in the mouth. Nice, new, smooth smoke, so it was good. But it's pretty much it, you guys. Super happy I got to smoke that cigar. I've been eyeing that cigar. I've had it in my humidor for like 2 months or so, and I kept telling myself, I'm gonna smoke it, and I'm really glad I got to smoke it. It was such a good cigar. Very good. Worth $100. It's like, again, you guys remember, it's worth it for you if you want to go through that experience, if you want to try it. I would say if you like the Brulee and you want a special cigar for a holiday, a kid's birthday, or anything, right? A friend's wedding, and you're like, man, I'm going to smoke a cigar outside with some friends, and I'm going to bring my cigar. I mean, if you like the Brulee, you will love the Unicorn. I shouldn't say that kind of stuff, actually, but I can pretty confidently say you'll like it, you know? And it just will feel special. Some of you will smoke it and think this is just like a Brulee, so I would hate for that to happen, and you guys are like, damn freaking working man cigars, but I'm really glad I got to smoke it, man. It was such a cool experience. Really nice, very smooth smoke. It reminded me of the beginning of the Angel Share, like the first third of the Angel Share before the first third even finished on the Angel Share, it kind of transitioned to a little bit more of a darker cigar, which it's not at all, right? But compared to this one stayed light all the way through, smooth all the way through. It was a freaking good cigar, man. Really good. So if you guys can find them out there, and if $100 is acceptable for you to try, I mean, try it, man. Try it. See what you think. Just, if you have bad experience, don't come back at me. All right? It's not my fault. So, all right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a long video. I rambled on for a lot. So hopefully whoever stayed in there and hung in there with me, thank you. I appreciate it. And catch you guys on the next one. All right? Thanks.